Hello, I'm Chris Munce, and I wear a few hats. I am the director of choirs at Lee Summit High School, just outside of Kansas City, Missouri. I'm also the director of a pro group in Kansas City called Contour KC, and I host the Choralosophy podcast. I'm excited to talk to you about a hidden gem from, and I have it right with me, the Carol for Choirs, the Oxford Book 5. And I'm going to guess that most of the people listening to this have never come across this carol because it's truly a hidden gem. Jaakko Mantyjarvi's Old Christmas Returned. Hospitality Revived is the alternate title, and I'm just going to introduce it the way I had my students introduce it when we performed this and really, really loved it, which is there is an actual introduction written at the top of the carol. Being a looking glass for rich misers, wherein they may see, if they not be blind, how much they are to blame for their pernicious housekeeping, and likewise an encouragement of those noble-minded gentry, who lay out a great part of their estates in hospitality, relieving such persons as they have need thereof. Who feasts the poor a true record shall find, or helps the old, the feeble, the lame, and the blind. And I had a student introduce with that little script at the beginning, and then they started singing. And one of the things I loved about this carol is it's, first of all, unfamiliar. So people typically don't know it, but it lays out the story of a person who very reluctantly shares their feast at Christmas time. Hospitality Revived kind of evokes this idea that maybe we forget to share throughout the year, but at Christmas time we are reminded, and if not even socially pressured, to share, and how that does have, we need that sometimes. And so this carol is fun in that way. Is it's humorous. It's kind of structured in a way that we were familiar with, but tonality wise, it was also a really good challenge. I'm a big solfege person. People who listen to my podcast know that I'm all about teaching kids to read music with solfege. I think it's powerful. But this carol, because of its tonality, that is not really conducive to just being in a key and reading in that way. It's constantly shifting, so it provided my students who are good readers a great challenge. But by the time we were done with it, it ended up being a showstopper. Because the audience was not only laughing but impressed with the sound, and it's just a great one. I encourage you to check it out, because if you're needing something on your Christmas program that is unique, that people don't know, but will also kind of lift the spirits, provide a little bit of a comic relief and a musical challenge. It's a great one to look at.